So in the question what we are given is we are given the two heads of two singly linked list, and we have to find if they are intersecting at any point, and if they are intersecting then we have to return the node of the linked list. So let's see how we can solve this problem. So there are many ways of solving this problem, but our approach is going to be we are going to iterate through all the nodes and store them in a map for the head 1 or head A, and then we are going to iterate through head B and see if this node is present in the map, and check this through while iterating, and if this is present in the map then we will simply return the node, and if this is not present then after the iteration we will simply return 0 or null. So this type of thing would happen for this case. We are going to have a map of node and node and integer. So while iterating through head A, we are going to store for A1, there we will store integer 1. For A2 we will store integer 1. For C1 we will store 1, and for C2 we will store 1, and for C3 we are also going to store 1. And while iterating through head B, we are going to check if B1 is present in the map. So if B1, if the name of the map is MP, then we are going to check if this is greater than 0. Then what we are going to do, we are going to return the node. So we are going to first check for B1. So B1 is not present in the map, so it is going to be 0. So this condition would not satisfy. Then we will check for B2. Same again, B2 is not there. Then we are going to check for B3. Then we are going to see for C1. C1 is present in the map. So this condition will satisfy. This will be greater than 0 because this one will be 1. So we will simply return this node, and that is our answer. And what if we are given two singly linked lists like this which are not intersecting at any point? What we are going to do in this case? Let's see. We are going to store in the map. In one side there will be node, and another side there will be integer. So for node, while iterating through head A, we will store node A1 in the map with integer 1. Then for B1 we are going to store that in map B1 there is 1, and for C1 we are going to store 1 corresponding to that node. And while iterating through B, we are going to check if in the map, if the name of the map is MP, then we are going to check if MP of that node is greater than 0. So that will tell ourselves that there is a element or the node present in head A, and that will intersect, and we will return that answer. But in this case A2, for A2, a map of A2 is not greater than 0 because this is not stored in the map. So then we will check for B2. We will see if B2 is present there. No, B2 is not present there. So this value of MP of B2 will give us 0, which is not greater than 0. So that is not also intersecting. Then we'll check for C2. So MP of C2, that will also be 0 because C2 is not there. So that will also give us 0, and which is not greater than 0. So the condition would not satisfy, and we have to return null at the end. Thank you. We'll move forward to coding it, but before that I would highly recommend you to do that by yourself and pause this video here, and if you are still getting any problem, then watch the video from here. So what we are going to do first, we are going to take a map. This will store what? Node and integer corresponding. So we are going to iterate through headA while headA is not equal to null. So while headA is not going to be null, that means that while we are not at the end of the linked list, we are going to iterate through the linked list. So now what we are going to do, we are going to store one corresponding to the node at head, at the position of headA. So at the first position we are going to store mp of headA equal to 1. We are going to store 1 corresponding to that node, and what we are going to do, we are going to move headA to its next node. So now we have the map, and every node in headA gets stored in the map, and cor- corresponding to that node we have stored 1. So now we can check for headB. So while headB is not equal to null, what we are going to do, we are going to check if headB is present in the map. That means if headB equal to 1, not headB equal to 1, if that is stored in the map corresponding to that value is 1. So mp of headB, if that is giving us 1, that means that this node is present in head A and head B. So we are going to return that node, return head B. And if that is not present, then we are going to go to the next node of that linked list, head B. Head B equal to head B next. And if after all that we did not find any node that is intersecting for both the cases, so we are going to simply return null. Now let's check if that is the solution or not. Let's run our code. Okay, now submit and see. Okay, so it is accepted. Thank you.